Ever wondered what your dog would say if it could talk about its love life? Well, you're about to find out. Welcome to the wonderful world of doggy dilemmas, where we tackle the tricky question of desexing our furry friends. Now you might be wondering, what on earth is desexing? It's a common procedure for pets where they're neutered or spayed to prevent them from reproducing. But it's not just about preventing a puppy population explosion. It can have a significant impact on your dog's life, affecting everything from their health to their behavior. And let's not forget, it's not a one-size-fits-all issue. The implications can vary greatly between male and female dogs, adding another layer to this canine conundrum. But don't worry, we're going to dissect this doggy dilemma with wit, humour and a dash of British charm. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the world of doggy dates and the drama that follows. Imagine being a dog, free to sniff and chase as many tails as you want. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? Now let's delve into the perks of not desexing your canine companions. Firstly, one cannot deny the joy of seeing your dog's natural behaviours in full swing, with all the romping, barking and yes, even the occasional flirtatious tail wagging. Secondly, there's the prospect of breeding. If your dog is of a high pedigree or a rare breed, you might fancy the idea of your furry friend siring or birthing a litter of puppies. Picture it, a mini army of fluff balls, each one a chip off the old block. Quite appealing, isn't it? And let's not forget the canine dating scene. It's like The Bachelorette, but with more sniffing and less roses. But it's not all sunshine and belly rubs in the world of canine Casanovas. Ever heard of the phrase, too much of a good thing? Well, in the dog world, it's more like too much of a good sniff. Let's dive into the downsides of not desexing your furry friend. First on the list, overpopulation. Without the snip-snip, our canine Casanovas can become fathers to more pups than there are bones in a butcher's shop. Then, there are health risks. The risk of testicular cancer in males and mammary gland tumours in females can skyrocket. It's like playing fetch with a boomerang. It keeps coming back. And let's not forget about behavioural issues. An intact male dog can be more focused on marking his territory than a cartographer with a leaky pen. And a female in heat? She can attract suitors from miles around, turning your peaceful home into a canine Romeo and Juliet saga. So, maybe being a doggy Don Juan isn't all it's cracked up to be. Now, what if your dog decided to swap its bachelor life for a quiet snip-snip life? You see, the snip-snip solution is a bit like trading in a sports car for a minivan. It's not as racy, but it's reliable and has fewer maintenance issues. Firstly, desexing your dog can improve their overall health. It eliminates the risk of certain cancers and infections, which is a bit like getting an insurance policy against some serious health problems. Secondly, it can also extend your pooch's lifespan. I mean, who wouldn't want more years of belly rubs and fetch games? Moreover, it makes behavior management easier. No more marking territory everywhere or trying to escape to find a mate. It's like your dog has finally decided to settle down and read a good book instead of partying all night. So, a desexed dog's life might seem like a long, leisurely holiday. But hold on, it's not all lazy Sundays and endless naps for these dogs. Ever thought about the downsides of being a doggy monk? Let's dig into it. You see, going the snip-snip route isn't all roses and tummy rubs. There's the surgical risk for starters. Imagine the equivalent for us humans, a tad uncomfortable to say the least, right? Then there's the dreaded post-op pudge. The quiet life might mean less, activity, leading to potential weight gain. Not ideal if your pooch is an aspiring doggy model. And let's not forget the change in personality. Some dogs might swap their adventurous spirit for a more sedate lifestyle. It's like they've swapped chasing squirrels for sipping tea and discussing philosophy. In some cases, there might be changes in coat condition too. Imagine going from a glossy furball to a dull doormat. Not exactly an upgrade, is it? So maybe doggy monastic life isn't for every pooch. All right, it's time to wrap up this tail-wagging debate. Let's begin with the pros and cons of desexing. On the bright side, our little furry Casanovas get to live a much calmer life post-snip. No more late-night howling serenades to the neighborhood, and the chances of them wandering off in search of love are considerably reduced. Health-wise, it's a thumbs up as well. The risk of certain cancers and infections is notably diminished, giving them a shot at a potentially longer, healthier life. On the flip side, if your pup is dreaming of a future filled with mini-me's running around, desexing might not be the best choice. Plus, the procedure, like any surgery, carries its own set of risks and complications. And let's not forget the potential weight gain. No, your dog didn't just swallow a beach ball. That's post-snip plumpness. Now let's look at the pros and cons of not desexing. Your dog gets to experience the full spectrum of doggy life, including parenthood. They also avoid the risks associated with surgery and maintain their natural physique. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The drive to mate can lead to behavioral issues and feisty territorial disputes. Health risks such as cancers and infections are also higher. So, what's the verdict? Well, it's a bit like asking if the doggy biscuit is tastier than the steak bone. It really depends on the dog, and more importantly on you, the owner. Consider your dog's temperament, health and lifestyle. Think about your own circumstances too. Are you able to handle a litter of puppies? Can you manage a dog with a strong mating drive? In the end, it's about making an informed decision that's best for your furry friend and you. And remember, whether your dog is a canine Casanova or a doggy monk, they probably still love chasing their tail more than anything else.